What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Val is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Welcome to Big Val Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Val Opinion platform.
And I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't going to do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing here, lifetime, as far as quick on lifetime, as far as lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forward for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that.
I can feel his club, yeah. I can feel his drink, yeah. I can feel a good vibe.
What up, Unc?
What up, man?
We here, man. What's good?
I don't know, man. It's all in the air tonight, baby.
Oh, yeah.
How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good this morning. I came a little early. I say, man, I was just sitting around.
Yeah.
I was just sitting around doing a little sipping and thinking, and I said, man, let me get on here. What up, Soulful? Sin? What's up, Miss Lady T, Angela, Stephanie? What's going on?
Yeah. So just so you know, man, I'll have a little bit more time. I'm gonna be transitioning gigs, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Yeah, getting up out of that jacked up situation. I went on and resigned, bro, because I can't do it, man. They weren't trying to resolve shit. So I'm like, you know what? Y'all ain't trying to do nothing. Y'all making me quit, and I'm gonna go ahead and sue that ass. For making me quit because y'all ain't trying to fix nothing. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I do all right. And I'm be all right.
You gotta protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? First, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what's in the best interest of you first. Despite, you know what I'm saying, what other motherfuckers, you did what you had to do. They didn't do nothing about it. So hey, I ain't gonna let y'all put me in no catch-22. So
right, for
y'all
real.
can
You know
have
what
it.
I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so for me, it's like I'm gonna take a few weeks off, you know what I'm saying, to kind of get my
Right.
mind right, man, behind that shit. But other than that, man, I'm good. I'm still in the fight, man. I just been kind of, dealing with a couple of little personal things, man. But at the same time, man, peeping game and paying attention to what the hell going on.
Oh, that's all you gotta do, man. We just been in it, holding it down, despite everything going on, man, still staying true to the fight, staying true to the
Oh,
cause.
hell yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
I know
my,
what you're saying, so I ain't never questioning it.
yeah, so my man's kill's coming home, dog. Just when you think about it, when you think about the text messages, when you think about, the multiple, over inundating the jury with bad act witnesses and shit, all that unnecessariness that they did to this
Right.
dude just to get a conviction, just because people was in their fields, and that's what we gotta, we gotta get people out their feelings, man. And we gotta base things on facts and truth.
Right.
You can't just keep on vomiting up Aaliyah's name and think that that's gonna fly anymore.
Facts.
That's been the people been puking up this woman's name, making her name taste like shit the way
What's
they
up,
talking
Wanda?
about it.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted, even before all this shit, for both of their names to be cleared, man.
Right. And that's why I say, man, if people like, oh, we just want to see them free. I say, nah, I want to see them free. But I also want to see this shit
Dead
dissected.
it.
I want to
Dead
see it dissected so that people can't go back and say, oh, he got off on a technicality. All the, how they try to switch the narratives versus.
Oh yeah, because now the Constitution is a technicality.
Right.
When it's helping somebody that you deem already guilty before you gave him a chance. Same thing with Bill Cosby, man. When he got out, it was such a technicality. He got out on a legal loophole. Nah, man, it was straightforward. He made a deal with a motherfucking dude. The other dude came back and was bogus on the fucking deal.
What's up, Tim? Right. And we going today. I know the other day I was talking about like I was talking about the shit with Bill Cosby and Gloria Allred, but just could you imagine a situation where you dealing with bad act witnesses, but then you got to deal with somebody like Jim deRogatis. You got to deal with somebody like Darrell Johnson. You got to deal with somebody like Michael Avenatti. All this shit is surrounding you in the midst of you having to go to court and deal with lying ass accusers.
You're right. And then you get, what I'm saying, then you got bitch made.
What's up, Lady Earth B? What's up, Wanda?
And then you got bitch made artists like John Legend.
Right.
Who only jumped on Surviving R. Kelly because he was cool with Dream Hampton, bro.
And you got Charlamagne the God. Like this, and this right here speaks to how I'm trying to even think of a word to call the people, how dismissive people are to where y'all will support Charlamagne talking about R. Kelly, but not hold Charlamagne accountable for his own victims that he sexually assaulted, that he pled guilty to sexually assaulting.
Right. The thing of it is, man, what speaks volumes to me is knowing R. Kelly ass could have played out and been out home right now.
Right. That's what we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
Who gonna take a plea deal? Most people take a plea deal. Some people try to say Well, they take a plea deal because they're scared to go to trial. No, I think they take plea deals because they know they probably have something to do with it. They probably was involved somewhere or another in the situation that they facing. But when you know that you truly innocent, you never gonna take a deal when you know that the
Well,
shit that
you
they
can take
saying.
that shit. You can take that shit, wipe your ass with it. I ain't did a damn thing. You know, just like Bill Cosby had offered this man to get out, to
Bill
get out.
Cosby say John Legend one of those sang himself.
Right. Motherfucker. You sit up here and you get your ass up here and you try to roast a motherfucker that you could never compare to.
Mm-hmm.
And then they award this raggedy motherfucker with sexiest man alive. This is what he gets for doing this shit.
But see, that's what I was, man, Derek, bro. I don't know if you was on here yesterday or the other day when I spoke about. I say, when you listen to malicious conspiracy latest video, which we're gonna go over those videos today.
Man, militia's been snapping since day one, bro.
Yeah. But when you hear that platform talk about R. Kelly having to pay restitution to these women, it has never been proven that these women even contracted a sexual transmitted disease from him. Now that makes you think even further to the government, was this restitution for that or was this a settlement for cooperation? I look at it, they want to force R. Kelly to pay these lying ass women for testifying against him. And now all of a sudden they want to speed up the process. So I'm gonna tell you how it works, right? Now you see shit like this. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. The government want to seize his money. Let me see if I can get it.
Oh, that made the news. That made news. But parents texting pretending to be their kid can't make the news.
No. Let me see. This was the federal government prosecutors are formally moving to seize R. Kelly's money. When was this? This on the billboard 6-1. So let's go here. All right. Let's go here. So this was reported on June the 1st, 2023.
It's funny how they got wind of that and know about that, but was super quiet. I'm telling you, man, good God, quiet as hell about them damn texts. Yeah.
Federal prosecutors moved to seize R. Kelly funds held by Sony Music and UMPG. Federal prosecutors are formally moving to seize R. Kelly's
So they saying they trying to get this money handed over before this appeal go through, because once the appeal go through and break down that these lies and these people that this man is being charged for lied, it's gonna be a problem with them getting their money. But if Sony is smart and Universal is smart, we gonna hold out. We want to wait. We shouldn't have to pay out no restitution until the appeals is over with.
Right.
What's up, R. Kelly supporter? Stephanie, what's going on? Nobody should have to, R. Kelly shouldn't have to pay no money until these appeals are final.
And that's a fact.
Because he still has a chance to prove his innocence with the appeals. So why should he have to pay out money right now? And if he go back and win his appeal and these cases get overturned, then he will have to go after these females to get his money back, which they're going to say, well, they don't make that much money. They don't have it. So now them having to pay him restitution, he will never get paid.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a fact. You know, the thing about it is that you can see the conclusion. Like, you know, the conclusion has been jumped too long ago. You know, so they following along with the bull crap because of what they believe. You know, the government didn't go no further than what they had to go to get the conviction. You know, they knew certain shit was fucked up, but this was about getting a cash cow, residual income. Something that's going to always make money is the name R. Kelly. I don't give a damn if you lock the nigga up, if you do anything. His name alone generates bread. It raises ear, lobes, eyebrows, everything. People, when you say his name, people want to know what the hell going on. Love him or hate him. And that's a fact. So in knowing this, they want that residual return. Because shit, R. Kelly's story ain't even been told, bro.
No.
This ain't his fucking story. This these bitches. No, I'm sorry. These females' story. I'm sorry.
Man, I don't know everybody here, but brother Derek, we finna listen to this shit and let's analyze this shit right here.
Yeah, let's go.
Malicious conspiracy, right? She's breaking down. This is Geronda Pace and Roshona on this one right here.
I like that one.
Let's listen to what she say and let's analyze this shit, bro. Chat, come on in the chat. Everybody in the chat, let's get active. Everybody in the chat, make sure y'all liking this video. Make sure y'all sharing this shit because we finna get active today. Let's go.
But did she really have a relationship with him? Or is it all just a ploy for money?
Hold on, let's see if we can share the screen and see it, bro. Let's see if we can share the screen and see it, man. Come on, man. We gonna try to get a little professional today. Shout out to Malicious Conspiracy. Hopefully YouTube don't start hating because we over here doing what we do, and you know that's when the hating start. Let's see. Let's see. Fine. Yeah, man. What your cat been up to, man? How the cat liking the new house, man?
Oh man, Paisley out here wilding, man. You know, she done grew up, man. You know, like I said, you know, it's funny because you know I've never like been a cat person, man.
Yeah.
You know, 7-8 months down the road, man, this is my best friend. You know, she be on it. She be on it more than my girl be on it, man. You know.
Let's see if we can get this thing up here, man. Let's go. Let's see.
But did she really have a relationship with him? Or is it all just a ploy for money and attention? Geronda, she spent days and hours parked in front of the...
Hold on. Nah. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there, dog. I looked up and I was back at the main screen. Shit, I'm like, hold on, bro. No, but Paisley, man, you know, I suggest for anybody, man, if you're dealing with stress and you know you got some shit going on in your life, or you know you just need a companion, man, get you an animal, man. Shit, they don't talk shit. You know, they treat you right. You know, the only thing you gotta do is feed them. You ain't gotta listen to their problems because they can't tell you a damn thing. You know, and be happy. You know, I know it's plenty of animal owners. Somebody got a Rottweiler, somebody got a cat out here. You know, on the chat or whatever. But real talk, man. If you ever, you know, been out there and you felt like you ain't had nobody, man, these pets is more loyal than humans, man.
That's a fact.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? I bet you Believe missed the shit out of R. Kelly.
Okay, we gonna have to, somehow. I got a new laptop, y'all, but I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this audio going. Well, hold on. This might be the issue right here. Let's try this. Let's try this. This might have been the issue. I might have just figured it out, dear.
Oh shit.
Let's see.
I'm sitting up here waiting, boy. Let's get it.
Let's see.
Yeah,
What's she?
Little funky ass. Look at him. Look at him.
Been his girlfriend. But did she really have a relationship with him? Or is it all just a ploy for money and attention? Geronda testified that she spent days and hours parked in front of the singer's house while he was away. The defendant's lawyer is grilling Geronda, asking her to produce any proof of their supposed relationship. But Geronda couldn't produce any evidence. No pictures, no texts, no emails, nothing. The only thing she had were 3 pictures of herself in the singer's bedroom. But guess what? She only got access to his house while he was away touring overseas. So how did she get in? The defense lawyer reveals that Geronda got into the house with the help of a man in his camp.
Whoa! Who did that look like, y'all?
Oh, we know who that is.
Y'all know who that is? Do y'all know who that is? Shout out to Prima and others.
That's a funky Chi-Town tattoo artist named Bubba.
who was in his 30s when Geronda met him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Geronda sneaked into his house with the help of a crooked member of his crew. And this is where it gets even messier, folks. Geronda admits she paid off that slimy accomplice with money squeezed out of the singer.
Now, go back to the trial. Go back
yes, sir.
To the script. This was the discrepancy that I had when this woman testified and said that she gave Bubba $5,000 out of her settlement, which made no goddamn sense to if this man was working for R. Kelly, you sued R. Kelly, what sense did it make for you to pay him $5,000 out of a settlement that you sued his boss for? And
I would hope that if you're working for R. Kelly, you're getting more than 5,000 racks.
Man, now it makes you question how the hell did Ann Donnelly allow this to go past her without question? How did she allow this statement to go past without questioning it? How? Unless Ann Donnelly, well, we know that she already had her mind made up that she wasn't even listening to the testimonies. Me personally, I don't think that she was even listening to the testimony. But when you
the only person she, you know what, man, we go Paul. The only person that she really listened to was Azriel, because you remember she almost impeached her testimony.
Right.
Until they came back and said, "No, you can't do that. That's the whole case."
Right.
That's the only reason why she didn't impeach that woman.
They needed her, and that's why I say that's why her restitution was the amount that it was, because if you go back to the Dr. Wright's phone call, how much money was she asking for?
What, like $500,000?
$300,000 to $500,000. Let's go back, man. Let's get this thing going again.
Geronda sneaked into his house with the help of a crooked member of his crew. And this is where it gets even messier, folks. Geronda admits she paid off that slimy accomplice with money squeezed out of the singer from extortion lawsuits. That's right. She hustled him for cash not once, but twice, and used it to shut up the guy who let her in. The singer's lawyer tries to dig deeper into her story, but the judge cuts him off. But hold up. It gets...
Now for the people who say so much about Cannick, which I really don't have an opinion about Cannick and what Cannick did or didn't do. But when you hear these people saying that the judge kept cutting the lawyers off every time they tried to cross-examine these women, what does that tell you? The fix was in. The fix was already in. We already said what we already talked about. How many sidebars? How did this woman get the nickname Sidebar Ann? How did she get the nickname Sidebar Ann? From all of the sidebars that she was calling. Now, how can you stop an attorney from cross-examining a witness when he started asking the witness about direct relationship questions that she had with the defendant that she could never prove? But we gonna go back and let y'all listen again. Yep. Shout out to Malicious Conspiracy again.
Dudes. That's right. She hustled him for cash not once, but twice, and used it to shut up the guy who let her in. The singer's lawyer tries to dig deeper into her story, but the judge cuts him off. But hold up. It gets juicier. Geronda...
Turn your camera out, D.
Oh, my bad. You got a ceiling fan in your view, huh?
With the very man who helped her break into the singer's house. And it seems the judge didn't want that part of her story explored too thoroughly. I wonder why. The courtroom drama ends with Geronda looking defeated. But the question still lingers. Was she really boning the singer? Or was the whole thing just a ploy to cash in? The math ain't adding up, that's for damn sure. It's clear that Geronda went into this with a plan. She was going to gin up lies and deception, then cash in. She knew his history and researched the civil lawyer all those women...
Where is this mammy at looking like Mark Henry? Where is her mammy at? Because this mammy that y'all see on the stream, she went right down to the courthouse along with her daughter and knew her daughter wasn't 18 years old enough to get in the and knew her daughter wasn't 18. If this is the mama, she knew her daughter wasn't 18 But she was right there with her daughter when her daughter lied to the officials to get into the court. So if you are a mother that is supporting that type of behavior, that says a lot about your character and who you are, because you knew your daughter shouldn't have been inside of that courtroom.
Come on, man. Let's keep it all the way real, man.
You got to understand this. This is the mama. You say the court has a sign that say 18 or older to enter this courtroom because they were showing child pornography, right?
Right.
But you knew your daughter wasn't 18, but you came with your daughter to this trial and she attended the trial.
Mm-hmm.
Which
At
means
point,
what type
because honestly, if you look at this,
I can't hear you, D. D fell out. What up, Q? D fell out. Come on back, Derek. Hold on. Let's get Derek back. All right, you back, Derek.
Yeah, man. So, when you look at this female, she ain't looking like no person around about her age or none of that. If that's the case, that woman lives hard life.
The friend did an interview on Dr. Rice. That ain't the friend.
Yeah, at the very beginning,
Yeah.
And I believe that it was a chick that looked this decent looking, that somebody would feel comfortable inviting to see the man, but I was like, man, you trying to put this on me?
Yeah, the friend that was with her at the trial did an interview. She did a video thing on Dr. Rice. That ain't the friend that was with her during the trial.
Oh, let's not forget that Geronda's sister did the interview.
Yeah, the sister too.
Yeah, the sister did the interview and said that the girl had a mural of this man in her room. And all of this stuff, and they didn't allow her to testify. She said, even the girl that Dr. Rice interview said that she would testify, but judge wasn't allowing that shit.
Yeah, but then they also said something about the team that was put together to get these people in to testify. They was given X amount of dollars to go out and get people to testify, but they didn't use the resources properly. I don't want to get into that part of it, but we heard Andrew Wyatt talked about, the funds that was given to go out and get representation and different things like that people chose to not spend those funds on. You mean a man like R. Kelly, right? You got an entourage of up to 50 people plus. But when you get caught up in some trouble like you caught up in, you only had 5 character witnesses.
And you done wrote music for the entire world. He should have more skin in the game than that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, you really have to. I mean, with a person of that caliber, you would think that he would have so many character witnesses to shit the court when you can't even. You gotta let him in 5 or 6 at a time.
Right. Speaking on his behalf.
You know what I'm saying? You done paid for funerals. You done bought people houses. You done bought people cars. You done donated to Boys and Girls Club. You done did all type of fun. You done gave back to Chicago so much. You done gave back to artists all over the world. But when it comes to you having character witnesses to testify on your behalf, you only got 5 people to show up.
Mm-hmm. Man, there wasn't no famous person cool with you at all.
Man, it's crazy, bro. But this video get even crazier as we go.
Oh, keep roll that bean footage.
She was going to gin up lies and deception, then cash in. She knew his history and researched the civil lawyer all those women go to take her false claims and turn it into a big payday. She didn't just go to any lawyer. She went to a specific one known for bringing lawsuits against R. Kelly. It is eyebrow-raising that
And that lawyer is Susan Logan.
Rhonda chose to go to a civil lawyer, particularly one known for suing R. Kelly, rather than going to the police station to report the alleged abuse. Was she so desperate to concoct fake proof and strengthen her bogus lawsuit that she was willing to commit breaking and entering and theft?
Yes, she was.
Shown story more like a tall tale. The star witness of Chicago case.
I don't mean no harm, but why does this look like Cat in the Hat? I don't know, man. It could be me.
Little Dr. Seuss action, yeah.
Why does this look like Cat in the Hat, man?
A quick background. This woman went to the grand jury, testified and said she is not the woman on the tape, and then deliberately refused to cooperate with prosecutors from jump, rejecting the accusations against her and went on with her life. It came out that one of the prosecutors saved the star witness name as Boss Baby and had secret meeting with her outside the working.
Oh, she did what? Saved it. Boss Baby. Boss Baby. Now, what people need to understand is this now, and this is something that I brought up. I brought this question up last week, I think, a week before last, about this Boss Baby character, right? Why would a prosecutor come out and say, the Homeland Security advised them to make a burner email account up to communicate with the star witness in their Chicago case? But when you go to make a burner email account, out of all the names that you could come up with to create this email account, now y'all have to listen at this play that's going on. Y'all have to listen to this play that's going on. So y'all have to listen to the play that's going on. So a prosecutor say that she was advised by Homeland Security to make a burner email account to communicate with witnesses with. So you not only named this witness, the star witness, Boss Baby, but you named the burner email account Pod Piper, the Pod Piper 312. Do y'all see what I see in this bullshit?
Well, set up.
So if it's a burner email account and you name the burner email account the Pied Piper 312 and you are communicating with the star witness in y'all case, so do this star witness think that you are a prosecutor or is this Rob?
And then caught her in some tricky conversation.
Do you hear me? Derek, do you hear me?
And then, you told on the situation now, so, hey, what about that PPP loan you got, shawty?
Do you hear me when I tell you these are the games that these people was playing with this man's life?
Yeah, I mean, because, why would you have to name it that? I'm telling you, bro. You got to use your mind. These people really played with this dude, man. When it come down to it, you got Geronda Pace running around here, which is the most unbelievable person that I've ever seen. I'm like, dude, she stalked the man. It's obvious.
Beyond a red flag.
I mean, she stalked the man. I mean, I didn't have to even know what I know about seeing her at the courthouse in pictures to know that she stalked the man. So it wasn't even surprising to know she was kicking it in front of this dude's house.
Took pictures. She ain't have no pictures with him. No
jumps
text
a fence.
messages.
Look, man, jumps a fence. It's like I'm like, y'all ain't even paying attention to none of this shit because y'all want to get this dude. Y'all like, okay, you did all that. We'll get down to the part where y'all had sex. Oh, well, he made me walk back and forth, and then he just told me to take clothes off, and then he slapped me, and then that's it. What the fuck?
Now, as Lex say, as our brother Lex say, you got a motherfucker to come down and have lie rehearsal because y'all have to put these lies together. That's why the cases were so drawn out. Because we got willing people, we got willing participants that are willing to come up and lie, but we need to get these lies together. And guess what? And the thing was, they already knew that they had a judge on their side. So when y'all come out and make a statement, if the defense, if R. Kelly attorneys come and ask y'all certain questions, we got the judge to just, you know what I'm saying?
Because we know who this woman is.
Right.
We know what type of stock she came from. She threw 5 niggas in jail in the 80s and didn't give a damn and took their life away. Her and the people in her crew, and she was with them.
Facts.
She one of those. So, when you get that type of energy, you can play the game because she watched Surviving R. Kelly because she's a lifetime watcher. You can look at her and tell she ain't got no man. You can look at her and tell. And if she do got a man, he ain't doing shit to knock that wig off.
Nah, she probably hating niggas, bro. She probably hate male companions. She probably don't want a male companion.
Never know. You never know. And it's not to attack that community, but some females don't. Some, I guess you never know.
Never know, bro. But you can tell those kind. You know what I'm saying? To me, it seems like you can tell those kind when they be so adamant, like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to a man. Like this woman, this judge took this case on with she had a personal gripe against this man.
Look, she gave him an extra 5-piece off of extra. The government only asked for 25.
Well, she said in her head she had already had a number of 30. So that's what he was gonna get.
Regardless.
They could have asked for 15. She was gonna give him 30 because she felt like that was pleasable for her satisfaction. It wasn't satisfaction for the government. It was her satisfaction because she decided here and listen to these women talk about they endured so much. And when his team tried to cross these women, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you leading the questions. Oh, you can't. No, sidebar. Hold on. Time out. Look, every time. Like, why?
Trying to get the truth out. And y'all want to keep the light.
You got someone like Jim deRogatis also with this woman right here that y'all see on the stream. Do y'all recall that Jim deRogatis gave Angel Cruz the manuscript to his quote unquote book, that story that he took from Geronda Pace?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got the proof. Soon as I'm done sharing this stream, I'm gonna show y'all. Jim deRogatis turned over the manuscript to his book to Angel Cruz and told her if she needed any more information to contact him. But this man can insert himself in this case the way he did. But then when it come time for him to testify on behalf of these little girls, black girls, and all this shit that he's saying in these news conferences, he want to plead the fifth. How is that fair?
It wasn't meant to be fair.
Man, look, I'm telling you.
It wasn't meant to be fair.
Go through this shit so we can get her ass off the stream.
Calling a star witness a boss baby to manipulate her into giving them boss testimony so she could get that boss check while they get they boss conviction. That little nickname told us everything we need to know about how them prosecutors saw her. As their boss baby, they could script and make dance for their paycheck. Otherwise, she was worthless to them. In short, that boss baby nickname showed those prosecutors' willingness to infringe on ethics and subordinate truth in favor of they.
These cruel minors. One, text messages are noticeable and troubling for multiple reasons. The meeting and call arranged by AUSA crew and minor one referencing the messages do not correspond to any disclosed reports of meeting or interviewing with minor one. AUSA crew makes reference to needing to contact minor one outside of work hours. Instead of using the name minor one in her contact list in her phone, AUSA crew has, without explanation, chose to identify the most critical witness in the case as Boss Baby. Then less than professional nickname is referenced in one of the text messages. Angel from AUSA crew. And she was asking the girl, no, the girl
ain't that Bonjean's motion?
This was when Bonjean put out all the shit, when she put out the shit about Aaliyah, about Jack Palladino, all the you remember when all this came out after the New York trial. I can't remember what it was, man. Exactly what it was, but it was after that New York trial. All of this stuff came out about the jury questionnaires and everything. And I don't know what it was.
That was the motion, I think, to dismiss.
Okay.
That she laid down all that stuff that popped off.
Right.
But there's no way that if she lay all that out in front of everybody in that appeal court,
it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be, because the thing is, a lot of the world. What's up, A-Child? A lot of the world don't know. What's up, Parch? Foxy Chocolate? A lot of people in the world don't know what actually took place. They only hear the end result, but they ain't even looked into the process. So the end result is R. Kelly found guilty on such charge. But they don't know about all of this corruption that took place.
Right. Yeah, they lost in the sauce on that part.
So let's get on up out of here, man, so we can move forward.
Boss conviction. A star witness who only found her star testimony 20 years later when $14 million was on the table. So Roshona just happened to remember this news story after 20 years right when there's $14 million on the table. What a crazy coincidence. Roshona refused the government's story for 20 years. She was a grown woman during the singer's whole prosecution. She was a grown woman when the so-called tape came out in 2002. She was grown when they indicted R. Kelly the first time.
Damn, she was grown in 2002. She was grown when the tape came out. She been grown this whole time.
She was grown when she testified at the grand jury and said that is not her. And she was grown at his trial in 2008. But only in 2021 did this chick pop back up with her hand out, thinking a few $1 million could buy her a spot on the right side of history. You mean to tell me you were fine sticking with your original story for 2 decades until a big fat check got dangled in front of your face? Wow, that's so weird how your memory works. Then get this. In 2008, after the trial, she testified she lived with R. Kelly and got into a relationship. But now, in 2021, she suddenly claims to be a victim? The lies just keep piling up. Or should we say her story is just chock full of consistency, I see. And here's the real head-scratcher. It came out during the trial that she texted R. Kelly after the Lifetime documentary in 2019 saying, "Don't let the devil win." That sounds like something a victim would say to their abuser. Wait, she kept calling R. Kelly even after he changed his number? I thought victims tried to avoid their abusers, not chase after them. Silly me. So the prosecutors basically bribed her with $14 million to change her story and help their case. She told one story 20 years ago, stuck to it this whole time, then want to change up now that some money on the table? We've seen this movie before. It's called Lying for the Check. The judge seen straight through Rashona's sorry attempt to cash in on this decades-old case by rejecting that $14 million restitution she was asking for.
Boy, this right here had to be hurtful, boy. This had to be a hurtful moment for her, Nia, the whole Chicago as a whole, the whole Chicago prosecutors as a whole. This had to be a hurtful situation. Shout out, you know what? Leonard Weber seen the bullshit, but he caught it late.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. I mean, think about it. Most of her life, and I'm talking about of her time on this earth, she has been saying, didn't that happen between me and that dude? I'm not the person on that tape. Now, your daddy gone. He can't help you. R. Kelly didn't probably stop helping you because he ain't fucking with you like that for one reason there or another. And now you feel like this, since he already in jail, they done convinced you that he ain't getting out, you can go ahead and say whatever the hell you want to say and cash out on this man. And once the government get on your ass and you give them a statement, you're going to have to damn well stand by because they will perjure your ass. So regardless of whether she changed her mind or not, she had to get her ass up there and say that shit. That sound about right, Big Vi?
It's crazy, man.
It's fucked up. She had to say, she was the one that wrote the letter. Probably that her hands were tied behind her back.
Hands were tied behind his back.
You know what? I think, in a way, I kind of feel like he was talking about her. And I admit,
Bitch, you know who you are.
Bitch, I bought you a car. You stayed in my crib. I loved you with all my heart. So he probably knew she was on some BS. He changed the number. She solicited the new number from somebody.
You know they had to give him the indictment, so he knew who these people were.
I mean, but even beforehand, he probably heard things about people plotting against him.
That's crazy.
They didn't just start doing this shit, man. This shit started happening to this man back in 2017. For real. This didn't just pop off with surviving R. Kelly. It definitely built up to that shit But in 2017, the Savages was out there acting a damn fool. Faith Rogers was out there lying and shit. Niggas was talking about, oh, he took my wife from me. I want some money too. All this happened before surviving R. Kelly. So you got, look, they was reaching for people then. This is a setup. You got to set it up. They was interviewing and filming people for surviving R. Kelly in 2017. That's how they got the footage of old girl going to the hotel and running from nobody with Dominique. That happened in 2017. They broke in this nigga's cribs. Ben knew it was a setup. You ain't got to tell me shit. They broke into this man's house, took all his shit. Ain't nobody popped up with no tapes then. The theft was a throw off. Just while we here, we just gonna unload all this nigga shit anyway. But what we trying to find is, you never know. It's niggas out here good at getting trucks and moving his shit around. There's one named Don Russell. So that shit doesn't happen more than once. And you see how he talk, how greasy he talking at this point.
Man, it's crazy.
For real. I mean, just flipping and flopping, and he, man. And then the moment that R. Kelly get out, you're gonna be trying to ride his dick. You need to back the fuck up.
Now, Bubba they need when R. Kelly come home, they need to be taking the other ones in. They need to be taking Bubba in, because this is the shit this is one thing that bothers me. Y'all want to lock R. Kelly up for these accusers, but these accusers are sitting right here telling y'all that they fuck with other grown ass niggas that was around, and y'all ain't doing nothing to them.
Right.
You can't make this shit make sense. How the hell if R. Kelly wrong, then these other grown motherfuckers is wrong.
Right. They bypass it, you know.
we ain't worried about y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go do that to another. Y'all keep getting away with what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna lock R. Kelly up. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers come out telling you that they done dealt with other grown men, older men, when they were claiming to be 16. But the only person that we want is Robert. But then the whole time, like I told y'all, just even when we think about the shit with Demetrius Smith, when his sister did that interview with Toxic Diamond, you listen to what Demetrius Smith is saying. Demetrius Smith is telling us, he told us, his sister even told us that he was the one dealing with these 15-year-old girls, 16-year-old girls, impregnating these girls. Then I told people, all you gotta do is this is a theory that I feel as though could have been possible, right? He come out and tell you that Robert is real shy and standoffish, right? But you got him under your wing. So what you're doing is, when you going out with R. Kelly, you are stopping these young girls. Back then, during this time, you were stopping young girls trying to allege as if you was trying to hook them up with R. Kelly, but the whole time you getting these girls' numbers and shit for yourself. You're using R. Kelly name to attract these individuals in. And then you go behind R. Kelly back dealing with these individuals. How could you come out and say out of your mouth that I had sex with Tiffany Hawkins, and I told her to go to Susan Logan and sue Robert, and I told Robert I told her to do it. Motherfucker, make that make sense. Make that make sense. Hey, Derek, you my bro, man, but man, I had met this girl last night, man, and man, I brought her home and shit transpired. But look, man, I told her, you know what I'm saying, hey, man, go see this lawyer and sue my brother Derek, because he got a little money, man. Just, go sue Derek. Come on, man. And hey, Derek, man, and look, man, the girl from the club last night, I told her to go sue you, man. You gonna be like, motherfucker, before I even hang the phone up good, you probably at my house. I'm finna kill you, bro. Why you out here doing some shit like that? What type of sense did that make? I don't even know if Demetrius Smith even think about the shit that he say. But you mean to tell me that you go and get a female, you deal with her, you tell R. Kelly, I told Tiffany to go do this. What?
Yeah, that's some old stupid shit. Unbelievable.
Man, come on, man.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. I already know, man. That's crazy.
Let's just go do this. She got 5 more seconds.
And sent her home empty-handed after being overly greedy. A life lesson she should have learned 20 years ago. Rashona clearly lying now. Either way, she ain't got no credibility left. Despite the promise, the judge rightly rejected giving her a dime of that $14 million.
Man, shout out to Malicious Conspiracy, man. Most definitely, man, because she been on it. Right. I don't think you're right, Teresa. I don't think he even told because it don't make sense. Why would you tell Robert you told somebody to go and sue him? Man, come on, man. Come on, Demetrius. You got to do better than that. Demetrius, you got to do better than that. What up, Dean?
What's goody, bro? Hello?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good?
You can hear me good? Or my headphones sound crazy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's happening,
Nah, what up, Uncle? What up, Uncle D? What up, y'all?
Oh,
Nah, I was
man,
just saying here, just listening to you.
We down here breaking these videos down like a great Swisher Sweet. That's what we're doing.
It's a great Swisher Sweet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, what you call it?
Or a diamond, I don't know. But we breaking it down. We breaking it down and we putting the real shit in. We taking that garbage out and we gonna put some real stuff in. We gonna smoke on this truth pack. We gonna this debunk pack.
Nah,
we smoking that. We tired of smoking on bullshit and lies. Seeds and stems.
You remember them pictures that was going around talking about R. Kelly was performing in prison? I didn't even know those are AI pictures.
Oh yeah, which goes to show you they can put your head on anything.
See, I was telling people before, man.
Yo.
I was telling people before about the deep fake.
Yeah, you hear me? For real. These people don't understand.
It's a sad situation.
Man, fam finna be alright, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, nah, he what you call it? Like I was telling my lady the other day, I was like, the New York thing, I'm not worried about that. I'm just hoping the Chicago thing is just, I just feel it's gonna give him a little
Bro,
nudge,
that chick didn't get no restitution.
Yeah, I'm glad about that. But you saw how quick the government want they 500,000, and I'm just saying to myself, like, yo, I never seen that.
Thirst
like,
trap.
I'm like, yo, there's some. We know there's some millions sitting in. Cause when they froze it, there was 1.8 million in there. over time that shit gonna build. I
Man, because
know
his
this.
music's still bumping good.
Yo,
the
but
thing is
even
this, though. Check this out. The man don't even owe $500,000 in restitution.
Exactly.
They just want his dust.
Yeah, they reaching with anything. Like they just, I'm like, yo, bro, it ain't even been like a little second. Like, dang, y'all want. I never seen that. They usually let you pay that money off over time. They talking about they want all his, like, what? Like,
but they don't have. But you know why they saying that though, bro? They know that their case is weak. They know that appeal points out so many discrepancies within their case. And if that appeal get granted before these females get this restitution, they'll never see a dime of it. That's why they rushing to get it. We need it. We need it right now. Because if this case get overturned, then that's a wrap.
Facts. Cause they know not for nothing. They know how them chicks is. Once that money get in their hands, they're gonna spend all that. Exactly.
They gonna be having to pay R. Kelly restitution, which these motherfuckers might never work a job in their life.
Exactly. They trying to get them chicks that money ASAP. Cause anyhow them chicks don't get that money, where their case may be, they know they gonna come out and tell. They gonna come out and tell everything.
And the reason why is they don't. If them females don't get that money, somebody snitching.
That's what I'm saying. One of them chicks gonna come out and be like, yeah, and Donnelly told me this, and Donnelly told me to do that. The prosecutor said this. They gonna start pointing the fingers at.
Listen. Azriel, they trying to keep her quiet, man. That chick will flippity flip flop.
I bet you she the one putting the pressure behind the scenes. Talking about she needs her money right now.
She called them every 5 seconds. Yo, y'all said my money was gonna be here on the 13th. Why is this?
Right.
Yo. She like, I don't want no check, because if I go to the check cashing place, that's gonna cost a fee. I want that directly in my direct deposit. Yo.
She I'm telling you, man, she the only one getting any type of dough. So believe me, she on their ass. Give my shit. I'm trying to put out this album. Y'all play a game.
That's gonna flop.
I've been telling these people about this album for 5 years.
It's gonna flop.
Boy, she been playing with this album, man. This thing, look, you got so many streaming services. Why the hell you ain't came out with this album, lady? What's going on?
And your D is still gonna flop. Yo,
I know. I'm sure it's pure trash. It's pure trash. You ain't sizzle.
Uncle D, listen to this. I hate that his daughter and them want to make it seem like, yo, not for nothing, in America, this would be a greater reason for them wanting to push you if you had some real talent. If Buku and Azrael was really so talented that they claim, trust me, America will be pushing a story. Like, you get what I'm saying? If there was actually a SZA or her, a LMA, them women was got the biggest push behind them, knowing that they had some type of tie to R. Kelly.
Survivors. Oh my goodness.
Exactly. Like J-Rock said, I forgot what my son J-Rock said. He said victimhood and it's starting to become the new come up in America. Like,
oh yeah, you already know it sucks, man. It really does, because men out here don't stand a chance versus a woman in any capacity.
Don't. It's like, yo, the things that happen to women, the things that happen to men every day. Like, if we was to come out and say, yeah, this chick sexually assaulted me, cops gonna look at your ass like, man, get the from out of my face and start laughing at you. Like,
I mean, you even look at Kevin Gates went to jail for a woman grabbing his privacy. Look, man, my kids on stage, such and such shit. The woman go back and grab his private again. He kicked her. He go to jail, but she sexually assaulted him.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Q?
What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
What's up, Q? What's up, Q?
What's going down, man?
Here's my twist to the civil case. The Brian Banks case. With the football player that went to jail for the false accusations by a victim. I believe she was awarded a little over $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the case is overturned, now the state has a horrible time trying to recover that money. They would have to, do all kinds of liens on things that this person doesn't have. So in my opinion, they're trying to rush and get this money civilly, because in the inevitable overturning of these cases within R. Kelly's case, it would be virtually impossible for him to get that money back.
Right.
We know that, Q. Facts.
Yeah, that's what I think it is too. Because if they didn't feel like these appeals was winnable, it's one of those things. They understand what they up against right now.
Hey, Big Vibe.
What's going on, Q?
I know you don't like. I know you don't care for the camera, but I saw something at a post. The last live I was on. I got to show my bar card because people think that I lie about being a lawyer. So that's from the state of Louisiana. Okay. So I just want to get that out of the way, just because I know there was somebody on your last live.
No,
so just wanted
the Audrey person, man. I don't. One thing about it, Q. Yeah. I don't go off into when somebody always say you wrong. Just because you have a difference in opinion doesn't make me wrong. That means you just have a difference in opinion. And that has been the biggest issue in this fight to spread light on the injustice of what's going on. People want to come in and say, oh, you wrong, but I'm right. It's not a right and it's not a wrong. We all have difference in opinions that we bring it together to try to form a conclusion. You have
your feelings are one thing. If there's something that's either factual or unfounded, it doesn't take a long time for you to go and research what has been told to see if it's a fact or if it's fiction. So that's another big problem that we have. Not just in the Black community, but just in the community, period. People will take things at face value without researching it for themselves.
Exactly what I talked about last night on the live I was on last night. I say all I consider myself big file opinion in this platform, and I can speak for these guys that's on this platform as well. We always come on, we feel like we give leads. But it's for the people that listen to us to take the leads that we give, and we want y'all to go and look for this information y'all self, because, in fact, it makes a big difference when you can go and read something for yourself and you go and try to give this information to somebody versus trying to remember what I said.
Well, Big Bob. So let me give my 2 cents. My last 2 cents. Now going for this to the platform. What you're doing is so necessary. And what I mean by so necessary is that you're giving people a platform to actually come and hear something for themselves, debunk it by logic, or go and research it for themselves. There's nothing in the world more pure than someone being hungry for information and going to research that information.
Right.
There are other platforms just like yours. Was Infamous Sylvia, Max V Worldwide, Nappy Yankee. There's a bunch of platforms where people are not only just giving their opinion, but they are actually communicating and debating the facts of those opinions.
Right.
It's very necessary, man. So I just wanted to give you guys a salute, and I'll continue listening to the rest of the platform.
Most definitely. And one thing about it too, Q, man, I like when you spoke, and I'm glad you came up right quick. When you spoke, when we talked about the Lil situation, and people say when she went to, when they say that, oh, the annulment, when you talked about, even if it was an annulment, right, you say it still will have a docket number, right?
It has to have a docket.
You have to go through court.
Yeah.
So can you hit us with that one more time when it comes to putting something in motion in the court? What's
Well, the thing that was discussed, if I'm not mistaken, on your panel was that it was a sealed document. The reason why people want to say that it's sealed is because they want to cut off any avenue for anything being researched to hold on to their form of the truth. Okay?
Right.
Well, even if it was sealed, there is still a document that has to be filed for it to be sealed. That document is going to have the names of both the plaintiff, the person that's filing, and or any parties that are involved. So even if it's sealed, show me the document that's requesting that it be sealed. That is a matter of public record. It's going to be in public record somewhere. And let me see, Aaliyah has been dead for how long? Nearly 2 decades.
Yeah.
Like
You mean to tell me with all the things that people have been able to dig up, no one can come up with the actual formal movement? Whenever you file something in any court, anywhere in any jurisdiction, you're actually moving the court, which is pretty much a request. You're moving the court to do something. You know, you're going to motion the court to go take a shit in the corner. You have to motion the court, but it is a matter of public record. Now that movement, it may be something within that movement that may be something that could be sealed, something that could be kept from the public eye. Even if that's the case, there has to be some type of paperwork that leads up to that sealing.
Right, and that goes back to the Bill Cosby.
Anything
broke down.
Anything.
Bill Cosby, them going back, even though he gave a statement that was sealed, but how they were able to go back and.
Well, I mean, they utilized testimony from a deposition with Bill Cosby, that of which every legal scholar everywhere in the country already knew that was going to be overturned, even the ones that actually prosecuted him. It's sad, but it's the truth. You know, it's pathetic that you know that you have people that are in the legal field that are only for notoriety, not for particular win. They'll take a win in that process, but they only want the notoriety. If you take on a national case, even if you lose, your case load will grow.
Wow.
Even if you lose, your case load will grow.
Could people just want the notoriety? Oh, that he fought Bill Cosby case, or he prosecuted Bill Cosby case. People just
Marsha Clark, who was I think she was the lead chair. She was a lead attorney for the O.J. Simpson case. Man, do you know how many offers that woman got from around the country to come and join their law firm? She lost.
Wow.
Miserable.
Wow.
He said miserable.
But no, bro, it's business. That's all it is. It's business, and unfortunately, there are people both innocent and both guilty that are paying for that business.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know, one of the amazing things to me, like, you know, when you look at like a case like the OJ case, okay, and you look at the bias that was in that case, you know, immediately he was guilty. There was no innocent until proven guilty. He just had a dogged attorney that was able to take a glove and make people be like, huh? And then you said nigga too? Oh shit. No.
Right.
You know, so and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm 45. I was a teenager, like a sophomore in high school when all that was going on, but I paid attention to that shit. So when you get to a situation with an R. Kelly, okay, like I explain to people all the time, I'm like, this shit has been a plot and a plan for years. This isn't anything that just happened in 2018. This has been a plot and a ploy that was developed when Cheryl Mack came into his camp.
Right.
Let's just keep it all the way funky. When she came into his camp, that's when all the shit started.
So, Big Vi, let me ask you a question. I heard you mention that I didn't see any of the proceedings from R. Kelly. None of them. I didn't look at any of them.
Okay.
I heard you said something relative to the judge was stopping the defense attorney from cross-examining one of the. You said something about her being called sidebar.
That's how she got the nickname sidebar. And
so let me ask you a question. She interfered with the interview of a witness without an objection from the defense attorney.
Man, it seemed like they just went through the motion, man.
Because normally
that did happen.
That happened in the New York trial. Every time that the Canick would try to get into the gist of the questioning, she would interfere.
But
you there, Q? Q must
normally. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, well, you back.
Hello?
You back?
Yeah. So she did that without an objection from the attorney?
Yes. She was a prosecutor sitting on the bench. She was literally a prosecutor sitting on the bench.
Man, they say it was over. I think a Tracy Viewpoint or some other channel say it was over 100 sidebars, and most of them came from the judge.
That is very, very, very unusual. Normally, when there's a stoppage of that nature, it normally comes from either a procedural error or questionable behavior from the prosecution table or the defense table, and normally one of them would say object, Your Honor, objection, and if it's questionable, then she'll call a sidebar.
Right. Literally, when you look at the transcripts, because of course everybody was reading the transcripts, and when you look at it, it was just like the prosecutor, with a defense attorney, Canick would say something, and the next thing you know, and done it like sidebar, please.
Oh wow!
The lady literally, R. Kelly attorney tried to enter in evidence, video evidence. Told him he couldn't enter in no evidence, but they could. The prosecution was able to enter in all the video evidence that they wanted.
One of those things that could have been an issue is whether or not this new evidence was shared with the prosecution prior to them trying to introduce it into evidence. I could see that. So, but I would have to hear what the objection was from the prosecutor as to why it wasn't admitted to evidence. Now, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see the procedure, but I'm thinking that that may have been the issue.
But what you hear right now, about these text messages. The prosecution had all of these messages and everything during the trial. This is information that wasn't. This was information that was withheld from the discovery.
And Donnelly apparently didn't want to introduce the mother into the conversation.
Is this who was R. Kelly's attorney at the time? Was it the guy?
What's his name? What's the name?
It was Canick.
Canick. It was Canick.
Canick and Nicole Blank Becker.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had originally.
Becker, honest to goodness, Nicole Blank Becker got up there and opening argument, said to that man, "You should find this man guilty." His own attorney.
Opening words.
And then correct. Oh, my bad. Not guilty.
What the hell? Oh my God.
So on that appeal, the very first thing on post-conviction release that will be raised is ineffective assistance of counsel.
Yeah, that's what she did.
Yes.
Yeah. So, hey man, stay litigious. You guys stay on top of what needs to be understood. And man, like I said, this is exciting for me. I like for people to take on these cases and dissect them for what they are.
Most definitely, man. I'm finna bring that. I'm trying to bring the one case from Vincent Simmons, man. I reached out to his people and try to get an interview with him. And that's a Louisiana case where this man was, 18 years old. He locked away for 44 years for a rape that he didn't commit. And he had evidence for over 20 years proving his innocence, but they was more so concerned about how did he get the evidence.
The person, have they named anyone who may be a possible suspect?
No, but I thought even they showed when I went through his casework, when they got him down, the cousin.
The reason why I asked you that is because in that case, in a particular case such as that nature, we talked about it before. It's normally going to be the someone that person knows. Remember I mentioned about C Murder and C Murder knowing who the person was, but he chose to bite the bullet to keep that person's name. It's not his responsibility to prove the state's case that somebody else did it. It's his responsibility to prove the state's case that he didn't do it.
Right.
But in a lot of cases, such as the one that you're talking about, that person normally knows the person who is the person that actually did it.
Dog, this what happened. The twins, they cousin, the male cousin to them. Well, I don't know if they were blood related, but the guy was having sex with one of the sisters, but they come from the same family,
right?
Allegedly. So it probably would have been, they mama, because the mama sent the girls away to live with the grandma. When they went to go live with the grandma, maybe this was the granddaddy, grandson or something, granddaddy nephew or something. Somehow, but the cousin confessed to the sister, the daughter confessed to. One of the girls confessed to having sex with the guy that she said was her cousin, which they were all in the car together. The guy was driving, the two girls in the back. But the lie they came up with said that they gave Vincent Simmons a ride, that he took them down a dark road, made them get out the car, put the cousin, the male cousin that was driving, put him in the trunk, put one of the sisters in the trunk with him. Then he took advantage of the one sister, then put her in the trunk and got the other one out, and then he had sex with her as well. So
it's a big ass song.
So 2 weeks passed now. They go to the doctor 2 weeks after the fact. One of the girls' hymen was still intact, and the other girl confessed to have had sex with the cousin that they was in the car with. And this was all in the medical report when Vincent Simmons presented this to the parole board.
I'm curious as to whether or not when it went before this happened in Washington or it happened
it happened in the guy he did 44 years in Angola.
So that went before the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in Louisiana.
Yeah,
so
what's called a for this case? Justin Bonus.
Yes, with the Innocence Project.
Yeah. With the Innocence Project.
Yeah, I would have loved to have read the very first denial to see what did the judge give as to why it was denied.
You know what happened? Matter of fact,
I don't want it.
Mute your mic, Dean. Q, when you go on YouTube, if you YouTube his case, it shows it on YouTube of Vincent Simmons. He's sitting in front of the parole people down in in Angola, the fat white guy.
Man, that guy. So let me see. It was a fat white guy, and it was I don't know who may have sat in the middle, but it was a skinny black woman on the other end, a former judge. Oh my God! I think her name is Jackson.
So the two sisters come in because every time he go up for parole, these women have to come in. So they come in and say, they say all black men look alike. Then there was one black man sitting there. The two girls are gonna say, I'm kind of afraid right now because you kind of look like the guy. So they say, well, then how could he look like the guy if the guy y'all say did this is locked up? So the girls go on to say they leave out. The man say when they arrested him, he was the only one in the lineup that had on handcuffs.
Wow.
He had pictures of that. He was the only one in the lineup with handcuffs on. He was then they interrogated him. And I'm gonna tell you this how I knew this man was innocent. They interrogated him. They got into a scuffle. The man was shot 4 inches from his heart during the interrogation. But they didn't charge him with shooting. They try to say that he fought with the officer to take the gun and try to kill himself. But they didn't charge him with none of that.
He tried to kill himself by shooting himself in the chest.
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, they try to say he tried to shoot, but he say that they shot him. He said they shot me to try to make me confess to doing, took advantage of these girls. He said, but I knew I hadn't done nothing wrong.
I just made a note of his case. I want to go into Lexus Law and and read it.
Vincent Simmons, man.
I got it. Hey man, you guys continue the conversation. I'll continue listening then.
Okay.
Peace.
All right. So moving on forward, we're gonna go to Fat Boy, man. We're gonna go deal with Fat Boy, the pizza cutter.
Oh, you talking about Mr.
Jimmy D?
Jimmy D.
deRogatis.
Is R. Kelly so appropriately called him Jim deRogatis or whatever your name is?
Zero.
Now we even look at this dude, Jim deRogatis. Honestly, Jim deRogatis was the head of the media smear campaign. He was the start of it. If you go back to it, all the way back in the 90s, Jim deRogatis was the first one putting out these negative stories about R. Kelly in the media.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When it comes to the tape, and like we all been saying, like we all been asking the same question. How would he know to contact Sparkle about a tape that he anonymously received and ask her, is this your niece? If you don't even know Sparkle, you still haven't made that make sense. The day that Jim deRogatis have to take the stand is going to be the day that we understand how all of this shit derived. Because Jim deRogatis is the catalyst behind this tape. He was behind the marriage certificate being put into the Vibe magazine, along with Demetrius Smith. So it's safe to say that Jim deRogatis was clearly a part of Barry Hankerson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's probably getting paid by that man. You literally, like Barry Hankerson says that if anybody tries to leave him, there's going to be consequences, repercussions. And I'm almost certain to a point that Aaliyah was about to get ready to bounce. She was tired of getting stole from too. And contracts jacked up. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Even took her out.
And this is my thing. Quote unquote. If this man R. Kelly was out here abusing Aaliyah, whatever the case may be, you mean to sit here and tell me yo ass don't know nothing about it, Barry? Come on, like,
man.
But you want to get on Dr. Oz and then throw everybody else, throw your sister under the bus, talking about your sister knew and this and that and all, and whoopty bam and everything above.
Man, it's too hard to. Man, Aaliyah was a superstar, bro. Aaliyah was a superstar. R. Kelly was a superstar. So how do you hide that lifestyle? You can't hide it. You can't hide it, bro. And what they want us to believe is that this shit was going on right in front of us and no one paid attention. No, it wasn't going on.
Mm-mm.
They want us to believe that this man didn't have no goddamn understanding of nothing, anything to that nature about what was wrong and what was right. They don't understand when you even look back at the trauma that R. Kelly went through throughout his upbringing. This man had you can't tell me that he wasn't aware of certain things around him.
Everything with R. Kelly, according to them, is hiding in plain sight. That's their favorite. That's their favorite slogan to
But I'm
use
gonna
when it
tell
comes
you
to
this
R.
though.
Kelly.
I can tell you this. I can tell y'all this. And this is to be so truthful, right? That's just like going to an ATM machine knowing that you don't have no money on your card, but when you put your card in there and you hit $100 and it gives you $100, you're like, damn, the ATM machine gave me $100. I ain't had no money. So guess what you're gonna do? Even though you know you ain't got no money and this ATM machine just gave you $100, chances are you're gonna come back to the ATM machine and try to get another 100. Eventually, you're gonna start going up to 200. Eventually, you're gonna go up to 300-400. Matt, you're gonna keep going to that ATM machine until that ATM machine stop giving you money. And then guess what? The way the mindset, right? You know you didn't have no money. Instead of you appreciating this ATM machine doing all this for you, you get pissed off when that first time that ATM machine say denied. That was R. Kelly was to these people. That was R. Kelly to these. R. Kelly has been these people ATM machine for so long. And now that access is being denied, this is what they come back to do, to destroy this man.
Facts.
So many people have went to that ATM machine so many times. And now that ATM machine was no longer working, oh, he's a bad guy. He's a predator. Jim DeRogatis never got a chance to even get to the ATM machine, but he still wanted something.
Facts.
Oh yeah, you know what?
His ass could have handled that rejection.
You think that a greasy bastard like Jim DeRogatis can have his hands on the tape and didn't try to reach out to the man himself?
Come on,
just
now.
on the tape. Come on, man.
Come on, that man tried to work for him.
Mm-hmm.
And got access denied.
Everybody that wanted a part of R. Kelly, and sometimes whether he gave them a part of him, but when R. Kelly say, I have to remove R. Kelly from this situation, no, you cannot.
Mm-hmm.
This shit ain't over until I say it's over with. And sometimes we as people, we walk away from situations and people be like, oh, you ain't never leaving. And you like, oh, I'm going to walk away. You walk away because you thinking there's not going to be nothing behind it. But guess what? Just so happened some shit might come behind it one day. You have to be I take people's words serious. Ain't no such thing as you playing when it come to me. If you say something towards me, I'm going to take it for what you said. I'm not going to let you play with me. I'm not going to take your words lightly. Because if you speaking something, you got to feel some type of way.
Right.
So when we look at this shit right here, like Darrell McDavid broke down in the court, this is Barry. Everybody that R. Kelly ended up stopped dealing with, denied working with, or didn't care for, all of these people formed a web with Barry Hankerson. You got Barry. You got Demetrius. When he told Sparkles, fuck you, I'm not working with you no more. She went to Barry. Darrell McDavid, you got Jim DeRogatis. He went to Barry. Darrell McDavid was dealing with Barry. I keep telling people.
They all went to Freddy Krueger and damn self.
When R. Kelly got hooked on to what Barry Hankerson was doing, Barry Hankerson say, you know what? I have to get myself off the front line, out of the face of this shit, and get myself put into the back of it. So for Darrell McDavid to come around, Barry Hankerson gave him that blessing. Darrell McDavid hadn't managed nobody before R. Kelly, so where the hell did he come from?
Right.
If R. Kelly was your only artist you ever managed, where did you come from? You were put in place. So Darrell McDavid come in, tell R. Kelly, Barry been doing all this. Barry get rid of Barry. R. Kelly get right back comfortable again, thinking that Darrell McDavid have his best interests at heart. Whole time, Darrell was put in place to do that.
Probably under the deal table.
Yeah.
He probably say,
overplay for the underlay.
He probably say,
Barry set the play up he set the play up perfect to make R. Kelly back comfortable again. Once R. Kelly got back comfortable again, because guess what? When Darrell McDavid admitted in court that Barry sent a threatening text saying he was going to destroy R. Kelly's career, why the fuck did he not do nothing about it?
Facts. You're supposed to expose that.
Instead, he went along with the goddamn plan. How the fuck you... Now, hold on. One settlement, a lawsuit, a civil suit come in, you just settle it. Well, I was advised to settle this shit. No, at some point, you got to start questioning shit. Because guess what, Derek? If you my artist and I see you every goddamn day and you being sued, I'm finna start... Hold on, what? When is I got to look into this shit. When? Do you know this person? Derek, have you ever met this person before? Now, but we understand. I told people you got to go back now. You got to go back to him. See, R. Kelly, he was gonna blow their game. He was gonna blow their plan. Because if you go back here, if you go back to the when he sued Tiffany Hawkins, that was the first time he was ever made aware of allegations against him. And what did he do? He sued Tiffany Hawkins and he challenged the paternity. So now Barry Hankerson, Demetrius Smith, Darrell McDavid say, well, we can't allow this to get to him no more. Because if it gets to R. Kelly, he's going to contest it. So what did they do? They send the suit directly to Darrell McDavid, and he's signing off on it. We're going to give you a percentage, man.
Yep.
If R. Kelly would have got wind of any of these lawsuits against him, he would have contested them motherfuckers. We wouldn't even be here today defending this same shit. We wouldn't be defending it because he would have been defending it a long time ago.
And then you got these motherfuckers gaming him and shit. You that's you doing my job. My job is to make sure you ain't got to even think about this and you can concentrate on music and blah they wappy bam. They gamed him too. It was a lot of gaming there. He said that, and I admit you took my gift and you blinded me. That's what they did.
Nah, his ass probably said, you know how the manager the max, he gives 20%. He probably say, yo, Darrell, I put you right in position. I still get my 20%, and you get 15. I just snaking Kells. Never heard of an artist getting taxed 35%, but they was probably making it happen when it come to R. Kelly.
Man, killing the game. Yeah, they don't want that man to come back for everything they owe them, man. That's crazy. That's a lot.
Like how the hell your manager got full access to your all your financial means? He ain't no financial manager.
Right. But they holding your hand going in the bank because not only do you have a deficiency, it's an insecurity, and you don't want to deal with people you don't know about money because you're insecure about how they feel. So it was a whole play, man. They played on a lot of things with this dude.
Right. Because people don't understand. R. Kelly being who he is, trust me, you know a person like that, whether people want to believe it or not, when a person don't know, it's like you calling a person that have all his senses stupid or dumb. Imagine a person that really don't know how to read or write. That really could really be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like like a hit to my gut. Like I really don't know how to read or write. This motherfucker over here, he know how to read and write, but they call him stupid. So imagine how they really feel about me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only reason why they really like me is because I can sing and shit.
Exactly. Put some words together.
But just like niggas, they call him all stupid motherfucker with his back turned.
Exactly. Come on, you definitely know that was.
Man, we dealing with niggas, man.
Exactly.
Absolutely happened like that, man.
Can't really say
I ain't
niggas.
got no doubt.
That's just human behavior.
Man, that's Negro theory 101, bro. Motherfucker, smile in your face, talk cash shit behind your back. Don't give a fuck about you or your best interest.
The one thing I found that was true when Carrie said was, he said, "Yo, when R. Kelly brought him and I think he said he took him out and said, look at all them people that's sitting around drinking my Hennessy and eating all my chicken wings." I felt like Kells really did say that.
Possibly.
But look what Kerry just did to his own brother, man.
Facts.
I mean, it's crazy.
He ain't even no better. He worse than them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he show you. You know what I'm saying? He show you what brother mean to some people.
You see like Carrie whole thing is, I just would love for him to come out and say, I ain't gonna lie, I was jealous of my brother. Just say that. That's all it was. It was just jealousy.
Cause dude thought, you know what I'm saying, he thought that he had that talent too, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sadly mistaken, but that was how he felt.
See the thing is, when you look at Carrie and R. Kelly in them old videos, he looked just like R. Kelly. The only thing is, my son Kel's aged very well. He still look good. Carrie over there looking
look, Kel didn't get on crack. How about that?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Kels wasn't out here drinking what's that, Cobra malt liquor. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out here getting into street fights.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. He was getting manicures, pedicures, and facials, and it was probably times that Carrie didn't even wash his damn face.
One thing I love about Kels though, like from a list of what people said around him, he ain't full statistic and chose the route that his brothers went with the gang banging and all that. I like that about Kels. Like you stood straight, did your music, and made something of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially in Chicago, being just a gang infested area, like people don't understand being from certain areas.
Man,
growing up.
Let me tell you something. I come from right next door
to I already
Chicago.
Know.
You know, and to be honest with you, you could fall into that shit easy. It's everywhere, bro.
Yeah, now that's a fact.
A motherfucker will literally hand you a pistol. You get that with bad credit, no credit. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers will give you that quicker than give you $100.
Yeah, nigga, shit, take this pistol and work it out. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Give you the tools to destroy yourself, you know? You know, and hopefully, you know, on the way through, you know, you destroy some other niggas. That's what the white folks want. Mm-hmm. They don't want you to get it out the mud. Mm-hmm. And hell yeah. Tommy Mottola ain't got no motherfucking problem with dragging a nigga. Believe that.
Facts.
Because he let them drag Michael Jackson.
And he was trying to drag his wife he was trying to drag his wife every second he could too.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. You know, people have to wake up and pay attention to, you know, just what's really going on. Because It's deep, man. It's really deep.
Yeah, we talking about white people that's viewed in. You're not just talking about regular white people. You talking about white and elite.
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the white and privilege.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there is a such class. You know, I believe there's a few good white people out here, but it's just like it's a few messed up Negroes. You know.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. You know, but at the same time, you got the privileged ones is off the chain. That it is whatever.
What y'all think about this character right here though?
Oh man.
If you have Prime, you can get a
Talking about the man with 3 different hairstyles in one.
The same clown.
A decade ago, the same my daughter. The same family is in there right now in jail. I want to know where my daughter is. Where is she? Answer that question. This kid was arrested yesterday. Answer that question. Walking his dogs yesterday. After he walked his dogs, he was arrested. The Northern District of Illinois and the Eastern District of New York. He's in Cook County right now. He's been held. He's probably going to he's probably going to have his bond hearing sometime next week. Any questions? I got a question. Where's my daughter at? Where's Jocelyn Sapp? We don't want to come to hear your lies. Where our daughter at? Let me talk. First of all, I know nothing. You don't know nothing. You going to ask my question? I'm going to let you answer. Okay, go ahead. But you got to be quiet. First of all, your daughter have nothing to do with your daughter.
We know, but it still has something to do with
hold up a second. Hold up.
We was at the Trump Tower yesterday.
I was not at Trump Tower. I said we was at Trump Tower yesterday. She wasn't there. Well, being checked. Okay, so come on. I ain't moved nobody.
Now, don't that sound like Tim's youngest daughter? Didn't that sound like Tim's youngest daughter?
Facts. Oh, squinched up face. What's her name? Jai or Jay? Whatever.
Yeah. Didn't Tim say Jalen don't want nothing to do with this R. Kelly stuff?
Yeah. Catching them lies after lies after lies. Trust me, she didn't want nothing to do with it. Yo, ass would have. Because I know a person like me. If I don't want nothing to do with nothing. And on top of that, she grown. She ain't no little ass kid like where they had to force her to go.
This fool say, I'm going to let you talk.
No, you're a part of his camp, right? I'm not a part of his camp. Why are you speaking for him right now? Hold on a second. Let me explain something to you right quick. Are you speaking for him right now? Let me explain something to you right quick, because I'm not going to allow you to come in and interrupt my press conference. No. Listen. What do you mean? Let's be intelligent. Wait a minute. Hold up. Are y'all going to let me answer? Go ahead. First of all, Mr. Kelly, I haven't been in Chicago in a week. Okay? Hold up. Let him talk. Nope. Y'all going to answer my questions? Go ahead. Okay. Y'all coming at me as if I have your daughter. No. I'm not. Hold on a second. I'm not a part of any camp. I am a contract worker who's hired to do a job. No different from these people with these cameras right here. So who hired? Hold on a second. I don't work for Mr. Kelly. Who hired? I work for Mr. Stephen Greenberg. Okay? Now, hold up a second. I haven't been paid. Are you not a good friend? Hold up a second.
Let him talk. I
have not been paid one dime. I foot my own way. I do my own thing.
We're not worried about the money.
Hold a second.
We don't care about the money.
Hold up one second. You guys came and stormed the press conference. Here's what we are. Now, let me say this right here. I have much sympathy for you guys. I haven't been around here. I just got here 6 months ago. Whatever you guys went through, you guys been through that. That was long before me. I have nothing to do with anything anybody told you in the past. What happened? I tried to negotiate something with you guys. It didn't work out. Now, I personally don't know your daughter. I met your daughter 6 times. I've seen her in and out of Trump Towers. I haven't seen anything that I would say is suspicious or harmful to your daughter. 0. Okay? Now, the person you should be addressing this to is Mr. Kelly and Mr. Kelly's attorney. I can't tell you anything about your daughter.
But you're here speaking.
I do not work for your daughter. I work for Mr. Greenberg, Mr. Steve Greenberg, who's the attorney. I have a job just like someone that's cooking, someone that's walking down the street, a patrolman. That's what I do. I have absolutely nothing to do with your daughter. I have sympathy for you guys, but that's not my job, okay? So I'm going to take some questions. You guys want to talk to me afterwards? We can sit and talk. Okay, we can do that. So can I have my press conference?
Go ahead.
I'll sit with you guys and talk to you guys, okay?
Please.
All right.
Let me ask you a question. Weren't you early on part of the negotiations for the Savages?
I talked to the Savages to negotiate. The deal fell apart. So that's what happened.
And you got canceled?
I have not talked to them since then. I have no communication with them. I'm here today. This is where I am. They asked a question about Mr. Kelly's arrest. That's where we are. I'll talk to you, Savages. When it's over with, we can have a conversation. I'm not going to run from you guys. I have nothing bad against you or nothing negative to say. You guys want to meet, we can meet. I don't know y'all. I don't know you guys. I've been part of this.
We were just at the Trump Tower yesterday.
I wasn't there at Trump Tower.
I know that.
Okay.
I bet you heard of that if we was there yesterday.
I did not hear you guys at Trump Tower.
Okay.
I just flew to New York last night and I flew here. I have clients all over the globe. Everywhere. Mr. Kelly is one of my clients. That's it. Your daughter, all this took place before I got there. So I'm going to talk to you guys. Allow me to have a press conference. You can't.
Do you understand?
I do understand. I do understand. I absolutely understand. I absolutely understand what's going on with you guys. I have a 21-year-old. Listen to me. I have a 21-year-old. I would drive that truck in that hotel if my daughter's in there. That's what I would do. I would drive that truck and I'd get her. It's my daughter. I don't know your situation. I don't know what's going on. All I know is what I heard when I got here. So I will talk to you guys, but please allow me. I'm not going to run from you. Allow me to have a press conference. I'll sit and talk to you guys. I have no problem with that. Any questions?
There are future reports that there are reports that there's future indictments coming out today. Can you speak on those?
As a possibility. I mean, we were expecting this. This is nothing new. Mr. Greenberg has assembled several federal lawyers to represent Mr. Kelly, and that's what we are. I mean, this is nothing new. It's been out. The Savages reported. Everybody's avenatti has reported this. This is nothing new. We expected this to happen.
So is there a plan for bond? What's next?
Probably early next week. Mr. Greenberg gave a statement, press release this morning. Bond hopefully next week.
So to be specific, that there was a case that R. Kelly was influencing in Atlanta. Can you speak on that?
What case is that? I can't speak on anything I don't know. I talk to him all the time. I haven't talked to him today.
You talked to him yesterday?
I did not.
What's the last thing you spoke with him?
I can't say. We talked to him.
You said the charges are all from the...
These are the same charges. You know, a decade of charges has happened. Same stuff, same day, different channel. It's the same thing. It's nothing different. We expect this. Mr. Kelly was aware. Mr. Greenberg was a fine attorney, made Mr. Kelly aware of what was going to be happening. We're here today. I mean, we're prepared. We have a great cast of attorneys that's working on this case, and we're looking forward to Mr. Kelly day in court, and he's proven his innocence.
These actually aren't the same charges.
Well, let me say this to you. There have been rumors of an FBI Homeland Security investigation of Mr. Kelly. We know that. So it's the same stuff that's been out. A couple of the charges are the same charges that they had in Cook County State Attorney. Same thing.
Structural justice charges. Yeah.
We've been talking about structural justice. We've been talking about that for a while. That's been going on for a while. We talked about it, and here we are today. We're here. Any other questions? If I didn't believe you was this, I wouldn't be here. Any other questions? I know y'all came for more than just y'all down here two hours.
Y'all heard how he told that quick lie. If I didn't think he was innocent, I wouldn't be here. No, you came there because of Greenberg, right? Not because of R. Kelly.
Could you say one more time what your name is?
Darrell
what your
Johnson.
Relationship is with? How do you spell that? And what's your relationship?
Darrell Johnson, like the baby powder. or the diapers or the bandage. My relationship.
Baby powder, my boy. If I didn't think Mr. Kelly was innocent, I wouldn't be here. But you just said 5 minutes ago, the only reason why you there is because Steve Greenberg hired you.
Whether R. Kelly was innocent or guilty, that man still found his way to steal all my son Gayle King interview money.
Stole that money. Turn around. You'll see how he fitting into the narrative, right? I could try to set something up with the Savages for them to see their daughter as if R. Kelly is holding these girls against their will.
Facts.
Oh, man. There was another guy that was problematic for R. Kelly. Y'all remember he tried to get R. Kelly to burn a cell phone inside of jail and then was going to turn around and tell the people the man had a phone?
Oh. Yeah. Like I said, he was one of those too, man. I mean, come on, dog. He got on Gayle King and said that he wouldn't leave his daughter with the man. I mean, that's a no-brainer, but you ain't got to say that shit.
But then you say you believe he's innocent, so why would you not leave your daughter?
Right. You gave them all they needed to say, okay, now moving on. They won't go ask you no more questions, no further questions. You can't clean that up or nothing.
You can't.
For real, I wouldn't have let him clean it up if I was trying to railroad somebody. I'll let that thing ride. Oh no, bro, you see it. For real. Ain't no cleaning it up now. And then he won't working with him 2 days later. Boy, quit playing. When he said that on Gayle, he was gone, fired. He is no longer with the company.
Yeah. Darrell Johnson, I think somewhere, ain't he locked up in Texas right now, son? For defrauding a whole bunch of other people.
Oh yeah.
Greasy Darrell.
The whole dumpster fire, man. He getting crazy.
Michael Avenatti, Darrell Johnson has went to jail. Michael Avenatti has went to jail. All these people that has came against R. Kelly, look at how they are. Look at how they are crumbling, man. Now, Darrell Johnson, man, this dude, even I think the thing for Darrell Johnson that was just a deal breaker was when he came out of that restaurant with Michael Avenatti.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh man.
Oh,
that's called getting caught in bed. He got caught in bed. You ain't supposed to be breaking bread with this dude.
Now he go to Grady Judd news conference from when he talked about R. Kelly. And want y'all to hear him talk about the family said that their daughter was 17 and she didn't go and move with R. Kelly until she was 18. Let's get this up here. Oh, let's get this up here. Hold on. Let's get this up here. See, I got a better laptop today, man, I went broke. I'm gonna have to ask for some donations, man. I had to go buy me a better laptop. We can share the stream and do things without the stream freezing up and stuff, man. So I had to make a sacrifice today. I just wanted to bring better quality for y'all, though. Let's listen to what Grady Judge got to say about this Clary family. What up, Lex? Let's get it.
We charged him criminally at that time, and we charged him criminally at that time. However, the case did not survive the court system, and he was ultimately transferred to Chicago on those charges. So he went up there, and that's the last we've heard of him. But if he comes back here and violates the law, we still got his bed at the county jail. He can have it again.
Have you read the article or heard the allegations? It's pretty bizarre.
No, I haven't. I don't get involved in reading, news of, actors and rap artists and that sort of thing. People who act like somebody else. I don't have time for that.
Allegedly, there's a Polk County woman whose family is here, and according to the parents, she's being held captive in this cult-like house. What would it take from them to get you guys to look into that?
Well, certainly we investigate every allegation of criminal wrongdoing in this county. If they're not in this county, we'll then refer them to the appropriate investigative source wherever they think she is. Now, of course, there's been some allegations about past criminal charges. And of course, we can't talk about those victims of crime because sexual battery victims are, with good reason, exempt from public record. However, if the parents come forward and they allege there's a violation in this county, we'll certainly investigate it. If we find there's probable cause, we'll be more than happy to arrest R. Kelly or anyone else who's violating the law. At this time, we've not heard from the parents. We don't see or hear or understand of any allegations of wrongdoing that's occurred in this county by R. Kelly or by anyone else that he's associated with.
Obviously, you know about his past because he was arrested here in Polk County.
Yes.
Does he fit the bill of predatory behavior?
Do you know any time that you hang out with children and
they ask, do he fit the bill of predatory behavior? What the fuck they mean by that? But let's hear what Grady got to say.
Do you know any time that you hang out with children and engage in inappropriate conduct? We look at that as potential predatory behavior. Anyone who wants to be with someone under the age of 18, and certainly they're as old as he is, and I understand he's someplace in his 40s, that's an issue. But once again, we have to have a victim, or we have to have a parent who says their child's a victim. And if we don't have jurisdiction, we will find the appropriate investigators to investigate. No one's above the law, and we have room in the county jail if he or anyone else has violated the law.
The parents claimed, I guess, that they met when she was 17. She moved with him when he was 18. I mean,
did y'all hear that? Did y'all just hear that?
Yep.
Let's go back. Did y'all just hear that?
Yep.
Let's go back.
That they met when she was 17. She moved with him when he
violated the law.
The parents claimed, I guess, that they met when she was 17. She moved with him when he was 18.
Violated the law.
The parents claimed, I guess, that they met when she was 17. She moved with him when he was 18. I mean, is there anything they could have done or could do?
Violated the law.
The parents claimed, I guess, that they met when she was 17. She moved with him when he was 18. I mean, is there anything they could have done or could do?
At this point in time, if that's the allegation, no. There's no law against him talking to or being friends with a 17-year-old. If she was wise enough or he was wise enough not to allow her to move in until she was 18 and there was no inappropriate conduct prior to that, then he wised up from apparently other allegations against him and has violated the law.
So it said, the parents said that They met when she was 17, and she did not move with him until she was 18. So, greater judge say there's no crime against an older man talking to a 17-year-old, long as there's no sexual encounters. And he said he must have wised up if he waited till wait till she was 18 to have any sexual relations. But this is the problem, right? This is the thing that you have been hearing people fight against us when we talk about this. They say that the girl was 17 when she moved with him. So if she moved with him when she was 18, why would it even be a reason for a letter of guardianship?
Mm-hmm. To perpetuate the narrative of the teenager.
So now this makes you question this letter shit. Because if she was 18, there's no need for no letter.
Mm-hmm.
One more time for the people in the back.
Violated the law.
The parents claimed, I guess, that they met when she was 17. She moved with him when he was 18. I mean, is there anything they could have done or could do?
Johnny Taylor, my favorite singer, blues singer. Johnny Taylor got a song say, "You're running out of lies. You're running out of lies. It's getting hard to think of an alibi." Man, I'm telling you, do y'all hear this shit, man?
Clearly.
This is the type of shit while this man is making music, going to the gym, trying to be a father to his children. These are the type of tactics that people were sitting back behind the scenes plotting to come and put into play against this man.
Yeah. Wow. Very, very, very foul, man.
It's sad, bro. When you look at this shit, like the other day when we was going over these messages, man, here. It's clearly the man told her that he will meet her somewhere and not at the hotel. But somehow we get a hotel story. But these are the text messages.
Mm-hmm.
She claimed when she met R. Kelly, she was supposed to be auditioning. The man told her, "I did not know that you was trying to sing."
Right, which means that when she was in the back of that stage, she didn't sing shit.
She didn't sing a damn thing. You say the bullshit for your grandmother.
You know, hey man, I after analyzing and peeping that game, it just further solidifies, the stance I already had about the parents, about her. It was all spun out to put this man in this position. She knew what she would do from day one. The flip was already in.
For simplifying. Like, even within these text messages, we find so many different things from when she was asked, were you aware that your parents, as Levi say, was you aware that your mother was texting the defendant? And she testified and said clearly, she said no. And right here, she asked the mama, wanted to go after school, and she asked the mama, the mama asked her, he hit you, and she said wanted to go after school, and who? And then she asked the mama, did R. Kelly text you? So why would you be asking your mama did R. Kelly text her, and then you go and testify and say that you wasn't aware that R. Kelly was texting her?
The lies, boy.
Right, R. Kelly supporter. Not to mention Bruce Kelly was at the Dolphin Hotel as he says. But Claire's tell her right here. You know, he say, I'm not in a studio here, although when I met you, I did not know you were trying to sing. So I gave you the number because I like you, but I would love to hear you sing a song. So what we'll do is you call me around 7 and I'll let you know where to meet me, and I'll just come down and meet you. Okay. So if he tell her, I'll let you know where to meet me at. Not saying this is where I'm at, come here. Then he say, I will come down and meet you. So the text going to say, that was his last text. Oh, shit. Shoot. Okay, so watch your mouth is what the mama tell her. Sorry. Okay, she say, so I'm going to Malika's till 4. And then I had to take this thing down here, my banner, so you can see the last part about it. Hold on. The last line says, incoming. Okay, he said he going to meet you, no hotel. Call when you're ready.
So that says it all. No hotel.
No hotel.
There was no hotel, man.
What's up, my brothers? How y'all doing, man?
What up, Lex?
I've been sitting back in the cut, man, just listening, man. And
What up, Lex?
the girl,
What up?
what up, man? Man, y'all boys are turning this old little frame house down, man. Y'all keep turning it down, man, and try to get all the carpet and asbestos and everything up out of it, man, because these people here just don't want to just accept the fact that this was a whole sham job, man. They lied on that man, and even within the Texas and everything, they people still don't want to let up off of it. When the Texas didn't come out, they felt like they had a win, but now that these Texas come out, we breaking it down. They still want to find a way to make this girl and her mother and families and everybody else to be innocent. But now we got to keep on putting that truth out there because they feel like they still got to win. But like I said before, there won't be any more live rehearsal checks coming. There won't be any more live support checks coming. We putting a stop to all that shit.
All it. Got to kill it all. And
Yeah,
that's what's
man.
up, R. Kelly support. Because every time I go out to the club, I'm always tipping the DJ, man. I want to hear some Kels. And when that Kels come on, the club go crazy.
For sure, man. For sure.
I stand. I
Facts.
fight. Because, like I say, man, I see the injustice. And I see what's going on. And if we allow this type of lynching to go on and not say nothing and not speak up, not bring awareness, shit, we as regular civilians of this country, we don't stand a chance. Our children don't stand a chance. It's over with.
Yeah. A lot of people think we're only doing it for kids, but at the same time, we're doing it for our generation and the generation to come, because you see how they did Emmett Till, and then this lady here was able to live out her life and didn't even get punished for doing what she did. And even her family members were able to live out their life. So who wants to keep going through the same thing when you know for sure that they did something?
They let her die and get buried, but they still want to fuck with Bill. Bill just as old as she was.
Right.
Why do Bill gotta still be get dragged in this shit? This shit over 50 years old, man. You just not remembering you got drugged.
Hey,
and rape.
while you speaking on just not remembering getting drugs, what kind of drug did you give her back in that time? What kind of drug?
Derek can
What
speak
kind
to
of
it. Well, now it couldn't have been no regular. If you got drug, if you ain't talking about weed, what type of day rate drug that you can take that you remember shit?
Right.
More than oftentimes, you hear people talking about they were day rate, you know, they was drugged. They don't even remember shit from the point that shit kicked in. They don't even remember shit.
Hey, the way we breaking down stuff and analyze stuff here, we need to start breaking down these allegations of these women from back then, which we can be on the trial and get to asking questions like we asking about. Okay, if you got date rape and the drug you was given, what was the drug? What kind of drug was it? Do you know the name of the drug? How was it? How was it administered to you?
Right.
How was it administered to you, and how long did it take to go into effect?
It don't make sense, man.
Yeah,
it don't make sense. But the thing is, they will fucking say this shit. They will come out and say shit like this, you know, to get people in a row, you know, because they know the way that the world is going. People are so sensitive when they hear certain words.
Right.
So now they play on the emotions of the people, and most people don't want to get up and do the research. Most people don't want to read. Most people don't want to know the truth because the lie is more entertaining.
Exactly.
Even this shit, like I tell people, you go back to this letter that she claimed R. Kelly made her write this letter. How did R. Kelly make you write this letter when this letter? Hold on just a second. Let me get this back up there. How can R. Kelly make you write this letter when this letter is dead ass with these text messages? That's another reason I know they were trying to set him up, but offer the police. But after the police came in the room and saw that there wasn't any wrongdoings going on, Ma and Pops realized that their plan pretty much did not work. So obviously, they decided to back off of their plan at the time. So if the plan was in, why would they back off their plan if ain't nobody gonna, these people, if this was a plan, they not gonna back off because it failed the first time. They gonna come up and re-strategize and regroup and come back again. And that's what they did. The second plan was talking about the letter. The first plan was the Dolphin Hotel. The second plan was the letter signing her over to somebody else. That was the second plan. He said, I cannot make this up. Then later on, after I started getting to know him, and what I mean by that is becoming friends, I admit I started developing feelings for him and went from being excited to be around R. Kelly, the celebrity, to falling in love with Robert, the person. I even thought I wanted to have sex with him. Now, come on now. How do you thought some shit like this, right? She said, even though I wanted to have sex with him and actually hinted towards that a few times, I backed up from it because he was not showing the same interest. And I told Ma that on several occasions, but she just kept on pushing me, just trying to make me have some type of sexual relationship with him. Now, this shit goes hand in hand with these text messages, right?
Yeah, man. Boy.
But R. Kelly made you write this, though.
I wanna spin it back to where when she was on the Gayle King show, the first interview she did, and how she was saying that the family was uh the dad or the mother was they were being very manipulative about
Right.
her
That was she.
going through that.
She claimed that's the video she was lying on. We got
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We
So how
got
you
all
gonna
that.
want somebody to believe you now? But your very first interview when you was up there, you were saying they were trying to use him and get money and all that. And I was thinking about what Angie had said about the coercion part. I would say, damn, why did the Turners didn't use that video? But here we go again. Miss Scarlet Witch didn't want him to, or didn't want them to put that on the in the record on the trial. She knocked down everything because that would open up a whole lot of shit. If that would have been allowed, the jury would have saw that or heard that. But then again, hell, the jury being bought and paid for allegedly by Sony, hey, they probably would have looked over that as well. But we know what the deal is.
For a fact. You go to this lie. The greatest lie ever told. Now, I want y'all to understand this before we get ready to get out of here. This girl said that she wasn't aware that she was going to be doing the Gayle King interview until less than 24 hours. Then she goes back and contradicts herself and say, R. Kelly had them prepared.
Like, I didn't even know that we were going to be doing an interview with Gayle until probably like less than 24 hours. Maybe like the
Y'all hear that? I have to do it like this so y'all can hear the lie.
Like, I didn't even know that we were going to be doing an interview with Gayle until probably like less than 24 hours. Maybe like the morning, like the night before, going into the morning of. So, and it's like,
I got to stop it so I can replay it for y'all.
Like, I didn't even know that we were going to be doing an interview with Gayle until probably like less than 24 hours. Maybe like the morning, like the night before, going into the morning of. So, and it's like, I don't watch news anyways. I didn't know who she was. I was just like,
everything.
Yes. You know, before that interview, he had us practicing every single day.
Practicing what?
Answering questions. And if he didn't like our answer, he would tell us exactly what to say and how to say it. So
now she say, before that interview, he had them practicing every single day. Now, how do you go from saying you didn't know until 24 hours or the night before the interview to saying he had y'all practicing every single day? I'm finna.
Like, I didn't even know that we were going to be doing an interview with Gayle until probably like less than 24 hours. Maybe like the morning, like the night before, going into the morning of. So, and it's like, I don't watch news anyways. I didn't know who she was. I was just like,
everything.
Yes. You know, before that interview, he had us practicing every single day.
Practicing what?
Answering questions. And if he didn't like our answer, he would tell us exactly what to say and how to say it. So anytime you mention anything,
I'm stunned by this.
Yeah.
So anytime you mention
anything about sexual preference, we already know to say, I'm not here to talk about that. Because that's what he told us to say every single
time. That's exactly what you said.
First of all, I'm not here to talk about my personal life. Okay. And I would never share with no one what it's like.
Y'all, yeah. So y'all hear the bullshit. Y'all hear the bullshit. She gonna sit up and say, I lied about everything. Come on, man. Stop with the bullshit. Stop with the bullshit. Gail King, your ass allowing this bullshit to go on. Jess is guilty.
My fault, bye. I'm in the supermarket. My bad, bro. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh, you good? You good? We finna get ready. We finna get ready to pack it up. Michael Avenatti, we still waiting on all those tapes. You remember? Michael Avenatti, we still waiting on all those tapes. You remember? We waiting on all those tapes, Michael Avenatti. Michael Avenatti, what's up with those tapes? Then it say, is it the government understanding that none of the videos that state's attorney office received from the journalist or the attorney, Michael Avenatti, the journalist, Jim deRogatis, that is video 1, 2, and 3 were originals? Michael Avenatti, what happened to those hundreds of tapes?
Evidently, there wasn't no worth showing, so they had to alter it anyway. So if it was something worth showing, they should have administered it in the courthouse at the time that they got it. But they had to go ahead and make some adjustments, a little fine tuning to get it to fit the narrative, so everybody can fall in line with what they had going on.
You remember they was hashtagging 100 devices?
Yep.
What happened to all that shit?
If anything, the actual tape should have been brought in. Or y'all have to go ahead and manipulate the public with a whole bunch of quote unquote unwarranted tapes that never did come in the courthouse. And we all know that tape back then would have been done got messed up. But y'all got a copy that is real clear and we can tell who it is on the tape and whatnot. And then you added sound to it. The only time you do something like that is when they finna remaster a DVD. When they trying to sell it or something. But y'all remastered a sex tape. Y'all got the audio and everything.
They couldn't bring the tape in because despite possessing the tape, and having known about allegations for decades, the government declined to bring charges. Indeed, it declined to do so on multiple occasions.
Right.
10/3/2005, 5/31/2018. Closing the case file and new accusations against Kelly. Instead, it did nothing while being fully aware of the allegations in possessing evidence for decades. As a result, it let substantial pieces of evidence go lost to time. This is the bullshit. At those relevant times, the government even admits that they received multiple versions of video 1. So that means they had 3 different versions of video. They had multiple versions of video 1, and that some of them are altered and manipulated. At 2, Homeland Security agents made digitized versions of some of the tape, some of those copies, but did not explain what versions the agent chose or why those particular versions of the video were chosen. So this motherfucker just clipped pieces of videos together and chose the one that he wanted.
Yeah, and if it was administered in evidence, then that should be tampering. What they did, everything they cut and spliced and pasted and glued and what's that? Gorilla glued everything together to try to make something stick. Now that all of them came out.
It's crazy, man. But you know what though? We're gonna keep bringing the pressure, and I do want to say this before we get ready to get out of here, man. I want to send prayers up for the brother Ronnie Bowe, was involved in an incident a few days ago. We want to send prayers up to that brother and wish him a speedy recovery. You know,
right on.
I know when things go on in people's personal lives, you know, sometimes, you know, I'm the type of person I try to give people their respect, you know. But I did confirm it. I reached out, and it was confirmed that he was involved in a situation. And I just want you all to understand, man, we just need to pray for that brother and pray that God heal that brother. Pray that it wasn't a serious situation. But have a respect for that brother as well, you know, and just want everybody to send prayers up for him and wish him a speedy recovery, you know, in God's timing, you know. We need that brother here. He's a voice. He's an advocate. He's strong. And I appreciate everything that brother has done to help bring awareness over here in this sector, to spread light in this sector. So for me, this shit ain't about people coming to my channel. This ain't about no clicks and views. This is about a mutual respect that I have for that brother, and ask that everyone send up a prayer for that brother and wish him a speedy recovery. And salute to Ronnie Bowe for everything that he's done in this sector.
Facts.
Word, man.
Hear my prayers. When I heard that, it kind of like took me off guard, and then I kind of like, and I was just saying to myself, I just really hope it has nothing to do with this sector. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I just really will hope it has nothing to do with that.
Yes.
People
What up,
saying,
Mighty?
"Oh,
You don't want to get the big one?
if you want."
No, man, you don't. You know, people create narratives, man, that don't even have to be created, man. And you know, respect is everything, man. You know, when you pray for somebody, you don't need to know the details and all of this different intricate shit. If you're gonna pray for them, just pray for them.
Nah, definitely. But I don't want you thinking
I
like,
know
yo,
you. I know you. We on the same page, Dean. But I'm
yeah,
just
like, I get exactly what you're saying. Like, definitely in my prayers. Whether it could have been it, but you get what I'm saying though. I just
right.
Yeah.
But you know, it's gonna be a lot of everything. You know, we gonna always be principled, man. Men of principles over here. We gonna always, you know, we have morals and we have integrity, or whatever the situation may be. So if people want to create a narrative or say this or say that, we want to allow those people to do what they do. But we just wish the brother a speedy recovery. You know, with his situation. You know, it can happen to any of us. You know, and that's something. That's why we advocate. That's why we use these platforms to try to make people aware. You know what I'm saying? We have people going to the supermarket, shit, goddamn movie theater, whatever. You know, you could just be in the wrong place at the wrong time, you know, with nothing to do with you, you know, or nothing. You know, you just be an innocent bystander. And when it comes to a situation like that, you know, it don't have to be meant for you. You could just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So with that being said, man, that brother, he's gonna shake back. He's gonna come back even stronger, you know what I'm saying, with his movement. You know, we in grind mode, as he say, it's grind mode all the time. We're gonna stay in grind mode. We ain't gonna let up. We're gonna continue to push, gonna continue to advocate, and continue to spread the message out there. It's always gonna be free R. Kelly, man, until we see R. Kelly. It's gonna always be hold these victims accountable. There's gonna always be respect. It's all about respect, man. It's all about respect. It's all about integrity. Those are two things. If you keep those two things, well, we're gonna add God. We keep those three things in your life, head of your life, man, you will make it a long way. God, respect, integrity. You're gonna make it a long way in life. Because you're gonna treat people the way that you would want to be treated. You're gonna do on the others as you would want done to you. You're gonna judge others the way that you would want to be judged. So God, respect, and integrity, man, those three things should be the number three things in your life. So with that being said, it's been a great live today. I enjoyed y'all. Like I said, man, I got a new laptop today. Shout out to all the people who support. I really appreciate it, man. Being a single father, trying to advocate, you know, having to take care of all of my responsibilities first, and also bring good quality to the platform as well for us to have these conversations. It felt so good today to be able to share the screen while on live without the live freezing up and pausing and falling off the stream, man. But guess what? It costs to do those type of things. So I'm asking if you all could help donate to the channel moving forward to better the quality of the channel, so we can have great content and bring great content and great conversation, is greatly appreciated. I'm not telling anyone to. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm not holding nobody at gunpoint. But if you find it in your heart to want to help, you know, with what we do over here, it's greatly appreciated. If a moderator could put the Cash App in the chat, I appreciate that as well. We'll pin it to the stream. We'll pin it to the stream because I do envision this platform being bigger than it is one day, and I do want to set it up like a studio, and I do want to have it to where you all come and we have a feel like we somewhere else outside of here. You know what I'm saying? We want to go to the big room, to the big boy room. You know, we want to make this thing look real good when y'all come over. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better quality. I like this. It ain't freezing. Previously, when I would come on and I would cut my camera on, my computer would start freezing up and doing all type of crazy stuff. So we're gonna continue to get this thing better. We're gonna continue to grow. I'm looking out the window, the wind's blowing out there. But we're gonna be going up. We're gonna be going up, and we're gonna make this thing. We're gonna get this platform where it need to be. And oh yeah, we're gonna get this thing where it need to be. Believe that. Yeah. So This is how it's gonna look. Big Texas. You can't mess with Big Texas, y'all. Hey, Lex, where I'm at, Lex? You muted.
Triple D downtown. Downtown
yeah.
Dallas. Triple D.
Oh, yeah, we coming. We coming, y'all. We coming full-fledged, man. We're going to get this thing set up and have it right moving forward. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, it's gonna be comfortable over here. And I do got one announcement. Thursday, we will be starting the single father live. We will be starting a single father live segment on Thursdays. And Thursday will be about single fathers raising their children. And most definitely I look forward to the chat, especially the ladies. You know, I look forward to hearing from the ladies, giving us men that's out here raising our children as single fathers, advice and tips on things to do, some of the things we're going to encounter. You know, a lot of that, we need a lot of that information and a lot of those tips that can help us. So Thursday, we will be introducing the single father segment. You know what I'm saying? We're going to probably call it the Single Father Lounge, for us to come on, because there's a lot of the guys that be on this panel who has raised their children as single fathers. So that's going to be good. That's going to be very good. Angela Jackson say, Big Vi, I want to go to the boom boom room. We're going to have the boom boom room set up on here. We're going to have the boom boom room set up, most definitely. Yep. So I thank God that I was able to get out and get a new device. And my old device, man, it just used to skip so it just used to get so bad when I would try to share the live, it would keep falling off and different things like that. So I understand what better quality mean to the channel. So we gonna continue to push. We're gonna continue to bring better quality, continue to build the platform up, man. Like I say, anything is helpful. It's all going back into the platform. I got the ring lights. I got the studio speakers. I got the backdrop, the new laptop, the new desk, the switchboard. Man, there's only a few things that I'm missing that really could help take this channel to another level. And I know I got to start preparing myself, because we finna go up. We about to go up. You know? So, with that being said, I want to thank y'all for coming today.
I can feel this club, yeah. I can feel this drink, yeah. I can feel a good vibe coming over me. Oh, I can feel the party, yeah. It's somebody's birthday, happy birthday. I can feel a groove, yeah. I feel a DJ, yeah. I can feel joy, I can feel trust around me. And it's all that
oh yeah.
The air tonight. It's all in the air tonight. It's all in the air tonight. can feel a high, and I can feel a shot. Oh, I feel all the ladies in here looking so hot. Oh, I feel them on top. Yeah. Feels like a good day. Oh, it feels like everybody is happy, and it makes me feel great. Oh, and it's all in the air now. Yeah. And it's all in the air now. Yeah. Oh, it's all in the air now. Yeah. Oh, it's all in the air now. Oh, so come on, let's stop all this hate and let's start celebrating. Life is too short for all this trouble, pain, and badness. Let's have drinks and party up until we see the morning. And let's make a toast to change, cause I feel it's coming and it's all in the air now. Oh, it's all in the air now. Oh, it's all in the air now. I can feel the air all around. It's all in the air now. And I'm so glad that the spirit is all in the air now. Can you feel it in the air? Oh yeah, it's all in the air now. Blessings and miracles, yeah. I'm claiming it. Oh, I'm claiming it. Yeah, I'm claiming it.
Red's not supposed to be green, like faith's not supposed to be seen. The sky's not supposed to touch the ground, and a square's not supposed to be round. The moon's not supposed to touch the sun, and a two is not supposed to be a one. Said the heart's not supposed to weigh a ton, and forever's not supposed to be done. Winter's not supposed to come in June, and I am not supposed to have the blues. There are so many things that are not supposed to be, babe, except you and me. There are so many things that I'm not supposed to be. Ooh, babe, yeah, except you and me. Life's not supposed to be long, and no one is supposed to be alone. Understanding is not supposed to be confused, and the wind is not supposed to lose. Like fire's not supposed to freeze, but like joy is not supposed to grieve. Like you are not supposed to leave what I said I'm not supposed to mean. He's not supposed to have your heart. Baby, we are not supposed to be apart. There are so many things that are not supposed to be said. You and me. There are so many things that are not supposed to be. Hey, baby, it seems just like no seasons changing, or this earth with no creation, or a heart with no feelings, or a sickness without a healing, just like a frozen spring, or bird with no wings, just like a song out of key. That's how my life would be. Like the night skies with no stars, or lonely broken heart, no holding hand for walks in the club. That's how it would be if we were apart. There are so many things, yeah, except love. So many things that are not supposed to be. It's like having nowhere to breathe. Like having no words to breathe. Like having no right for the sea. There are so many things that's not supposed to be. Not supposed to be. Except you and me, babe. Yeah, yeah, except you and me.